do the...
You clap him up.
Yeah, pretty much. And I've got an intro.
Yeah, you do your thing.
Intro thing.
I'm excited to see how you do it, to be honest.
Bit of music.
Cool.
Pretty much. I could fuck it up.
Check 1, 2, yeah. Hey, I got a level high. Pretty hot.
Good?
Yeah, I think so. Track. I got some mic issues here.
Oh, do you?
Oh, not really. It's just
That's all right. Not staying?
I just want it to be there. Stay. You can't.
I'll start again.
Sorry.
Don't be.
Check 1. Yeah.
Oh. I might do that with my foot, I reckon.
You got not enough lead.
Yeah, that chord's a bit short. That's all right. Not too worried. Oh!
See what I'm saying? I just want it to sit
That's-
nice. Oh, that might get it there. That's better.
That's better?
Yeah, it's way better.
That's way better.
That's got him.
Oh.
Check 1, 2, yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Hear yourself good?
Feeling good? Yeah, yeah. Can hear
Feeling
myself good, yeah.
looking good?
Yeah.
Push go. Welcome back to the Mayorarchy podcast. You're coming live from Mayorarchy podcast studio from Yugambeh country. My name's Matt Cavosso and I'm a proud new knuckle man. Today's episode is a bloke that lifts everyone's energy every morning on Instagram.
Let's
on Nicka35, better known for that name, but his actual name is Nick Atkins. Welcome, mate.
Thank you very much, man.
How are ya?
Oh, mate, I'm great. I'm stoked to be in this studio.
Thanks for coming,
It's the
bro.
sickest little scene in here. I love it.
Goes
Surrounded
right, eh?
by the footy jerseys. Fucking oath. Let's
Go the Dolphins.
Oh, the Dolphins, mate. They've got one last chance this week.
Do
They
it.
need to pull their finger out. They're fucked, I think, but can't Dolphs.
Do or die, eh?
Yeah, it's do or die. And 4 teams left in, and my brother, who I'm real close with, his team's Newcastle. We're both do or die, so it's on.
At least
Yeah.
you aren't playing each other.
Yeah, not yet. Last round, the last game of the round though,
Yep.
of this round before top 8 is Newcastle Dolphins.
At Brady?
I think it's in Newey.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm
yuck.
fucked.
No, good.
Yeah.
Just before we actually start, who's your favourite Dolphins player?
Ah, man, probably Bromwich, probably the big bro,
Yeah.
captain. He's just
Big
he's
Jesse.
he's been around for so long, and he just fires up right at the right time.
Yep.
Yeah, he
He's-
does. I want Herbie Farnworth to start running up, straight up the guts a bit more.
Yep.
Um,
Stop stepping. Just run
He's stepping
straight.
so much. He's stepping like a soccer guy.
That's the
fuck, I
pom
know
coming
he's a
out
gun
in-
player, but I want you to run straight, brother.
That's the pom coming out.
Yeah,
in you,
it
mate.
is.
It's the soccer player.
It's soccer. Anyway, that's my very limited knowledge of
Skits.
footy.
Well, it's good to have the Lord here. This
I
time
don't know
of
about
year.
the Lord. No one else is the Lord. I'm a shit talking professional.
That makes 2 of us.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully.
Absolutely. 100%. No, it's sick. So cool what you got going on here. I'm
Thank you
frothing.
very much. Thank
Yeah.
you. So I just wanted to get you on. A lot of people know who you are. There was a few demands from a few of my mates that are obviously surfers as well.
Awesome.
And I said, who's someone you'd want to see in here? And your name came out like 7 times.
No way.
So just
Fuck.
bang.
I'm not worthy, to be honest, but I'm frothing.
One of the boys actually was highlighted on one of your videos and one of your. so
He got a run, did he?
He didn't win the heat though.
Nah.
Nah, he got
It's
a
hard.
run.
It's hard to win the heat at the moment on the Gold Coast. Surfing's like exploded.
Well, today was pretty easy. You
Today
just had
was
to be out
fucking
there.
horseshit, wasn't it?
It was.
And
it
it's
was.
like weird because it's like kind of, it's still winter, but it's feeling very summer
It
today.
is.
Yeah.
How good? 28 or something yesterday.
It is good. I just ordered a shitload of merch and it's all fucking jumpers though, so I need fucking I need it to get cool again for a second.
Just for 3 weeks.
Fuck.
3 weeks,
Just so I can
please.
sell this shit. I'm
Something.
surrounded by them.
I'll grab one off
There
you,
you
mate.
go. They have sold.
There you go,
Another happy
sold.
customer.
So I wanted to we'll start at the start.
Yeah, 100%.
Pretty much. Where were you born, mate? And where'd you grow up? And then from there, like a bit of schooling. Doesn't have to be a lot of detail.
Mate, just keep him tight. Mate,
Yep.
I was born in Perth.
Okay.
Then my dad was one of the original dudes working in the mines
Yep.
back then. And they saved up some cash. And I remember we moved over when I was 5 to Labrador. They had like 30 grand in a bag.
Yeah.
Cash in a bag. This is classic my dad. And they bought a joint in Churn Park.
Yeah,
And,
right.
I went to Labrador Primary School, then on to Keebra, which was
Yep.
a footy school. I was shit house at footy. I was more of a surfer then, but all my mates were footy dudes.
Okay.
Southport Tigers.
Yeah.
A couple of them went real well and made the NRL and stuff.
Yeah, nice.
Then I went to Aquinas for a little bit too. I didn't love it there though. Wasn't really my scene. And then,
Yep.
mate, yeah, but grew up on the Gold Coast. 1984 was when we came here.
Nice. I
And,
wasn't born yet. I was just a twinkle.
There you go. Yeah, I'm 44 now. It's heavy. And yeah, like I'm glad that they did move to the Goldie because they were going to go to Brisbane.
Yep.
And yeah, it just changed the trajectory of our lives because I would become a surfer.
Yeah,
My
how
dad
good.
didn't really know anything about surfing. We all just like, fuck yeah.
So there's
Go
nothing
surfing.
better, hey.
Nah, it's pretty good, man.
I've only taken it up. I did it ages ago when I was a young fella, like 18, 19. I was rubbish. Couldn't really do
Yeah,
too
it's
much.
hard.
And then stopped because I went bush and then went like down south and didn't do much of it. We come up here nearly 2 years ago now, or a year and a half ago, and went to a bloke in Cooley, wave called Jason, his name is. He's a Canadian bloke.
Yep.
And he taught me, did 6 private lessons with him, and then just cut the lessons off, and now I'm surfing by myself,
That's
standing
awesome.
up, doing everything.
No way.
But I'm not the best, but
Nah.
like I just do it for head noise to get rid of my head noise.
Mate, it's the best thing. We were just talking about that yesterday. My little boy has been a fucking torture on the beach. And then
Yep.
I took him for a surf. And then my wife said when he came back in, he's like a different dude. I'm like, it actually does wash the wig off.
It does.
So good.
It's literally, and there'll be a lot of surfers that'll hopefully listen to this.
Yeah.
And I would guarantee you they'll agree with you and I. When you're out there, you don't think about anything else.
Nah.
You're literally thinking about that wave coming and if the bloke's going to drop in on me
Yep.
or if I'm going to drop in on someone else. That's literally all you're thinking
That's
about.
it. Yeah, we're so spoilt in this part of the world.
It
that
is.
It's a default thing to do is go surfing.
Yep.
It's just like we're tripping. We're the most spoilt pricks living on the Gold Coast.
Then we have a whinge when we get 3 bad days.
Yeah, it's windy today. It's like, oh no, it's still perfectly sunny as fucking wild, eh? Yeah, we live a quality of life that I don't think everyone fully gets, like every day,
Correct.
just how good it is.
Yeah.
Which is part of kind of why I do the surf shit, the
Yep.
surf report stuff, and
It
I've
puts-
always got up and gone down the beach, no
Yep.
matter what. One of my first jobs was a cameraman for a show called Brownie's Coast Watch, which was
Brownie, I remember.
Remember
Brownie.
that? Remember Ken Brown?
Yeah.
Legend. So that was one. It was actually the first job I ever did as a cameraman was for them,
Okay.
and I was filling in for someone on holidays,
Yep.
and I had to go film the surf. And that was when I was 19. So it's been going on for a
Nearly
while.
20 years ago.
But I only really started the surf report shit this year.
And
started
blew
it
up
in
too.
January. Yeah, it's been going good.
20
Slowed down a little bit in the last few weeks, but it's because I've been away doing all this
Yeah,
random
of course.
shit.
We just did the air show, didn't you? And you
Did the air show. We thought that was so sick, so good for the Gold Coast.
nuts in
yeah.
the back of the helicopter there.
Yeah,
Just,
hanging out of the chopper
Fuck,
filming.
How good.
I know, pretty spoilt. Speaking of spoilt, that's me. I'll still whinge though.
Up on the Q1, roughing it up there with Lincoln
Yeah,
Lewis.
Big Link.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a champ.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
good.
he was ballsy up there.
You were shitting
I
yourself.
was shitting myself. A bit. I was holding onto the rail a fair bit. I'm like, fuck this.
There's plenty of rails getting around the coast.
yeah, man. They won't stop. Fucking hell.
Oh,
Too
how
old.
good. So after school, you what'd you get up to after school?
After school, man.
After a bit of brownies.
Yeah,
pretty
well,
much.
that's right. After that, one of my best mates is why I got into camera work.
Yep.
JS, who is still one of my best mates today. JS, who's a hard fizz guy.
Yep.
JS35 is his handle. Like,
Yeah.
we've been to 35 boys since we were young kids.
Got it tattooed on you?
Yeah, yep.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what I was going to be getting at if you did it.
Oh, yeah, mate. I'm still keen for a tat out there, though.
Yes,
Fucking hell.
let's do it.
I'll get anything.
Let's get fishing too.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, get a big
He won't.
tailor on his leg.
Oh, something. You get a dick on him, his
Yeah.
dick board.
Yeah, get his dick board. Him surfing the dick board off the top.
Oh, yes. Here you go. I'll get Fisher tattooed on me. This is off the top here. I haven't said this to anyone. I'll get Fisher tattooed on me if he comes in here.
Mate, you got to tell him, mate. He's hard to pin down. I don't even know what country he's in.
Nah, I don't think he knows.
No, it's too good. I know that's a fair deal, though. Fucking hell.
Fucking oath it is. I'll get a big one too. I'll get like a big fuck off head of him on my
Oh,
quad.
mate, get his face.
Something. I'll do it.
Yeah, mate. Okay, well, I want
See
to
what
see
you can do, eh?
But mate, after that, after sort of learning with JS, then I to be a camera guy, whatever, got that job with Brownies, and then I just was a cameraman for most of my career up until moved down to Sydney.
Yep.
Went down to Bondi and did all that,
Yeah,
which
how
is so
good.
sick.
It's.
Life changing for me at the time.
I was just down there last week,
the best.
2 weeks ago. Still pumping down there
It's
too.
still pumping. And at the time, the Goldie was a pretty different place then. And,
Yep.
and going down there and being a filmer and like an arty-farty kind of person,
Yep.
there was just way more people doing that.
Yeah.
And a lot of my mates who were Goldie people at the time who were kind of that way inclined, they were all there too.
Okay.
And it was this boiling pot of, felt like boiling pot of creative and just cool things. And all the hot chicks were there. It was
Yep.
fucking sick. It was
Yep.
so good. And then from there went on to the States, which was just by a chance meeting I had with this guy who gave me a visa to go fill in for 3 weeks. And then I went over there and it was 7 years. I was there, nearly 8
So
in
where you met
LA.
your bride?
Yeah.
Met your bride over there?
Met her over there
Yeah.
right at the end. Right,
Yeah,
right when I was leaving, I met Jessie, which is so weird. And then she came over here for a holiday, like come and check it out.
Yep.
And that was 10 years ago.
Wow.
So she's been on the Gold Coast. We moved right where these studios are. We were in 2 streets over
Okay.
in Ventura.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. So we hung when we first moved back to Australia. It was right here in this zone.
What do they call this? The Hollywood Strip here, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Well, it is. Well, it used to be Hollywood Beach.
Hollywood Beach. Yeah, that's what I was
which
getting
is
at.
so
Sorry.
funny.
Yeah.
all the
From
old-
Hollywood to Hollywood Beach.
So funny, eh? Hollywood was a sick place too.
Yeah, how good.
I loved being in Hollywood and stuff. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's ghetto, but it's the
Yeah.
full city and there's heaps of sick shit and so much music and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So what was the work you were doing over there?
Man, I went over to fill in, but basically I work for the BBC World Service
Okay.
News, which is a news service that do, BBC is the British company, but they have a bureau.
Yep.
It's the same spot as Channel 9.
Okay.
And my buddy at Channel 9 kind of got me the job.
Nice.
And he towed me in, which was fucking sick.
How good.
Yeah, it was unbelievable actually. Just filling in again, and then
Yep.
they just sort of kept me on, and then I just did that, and then I quit that and did a bunch of others. Worked for a Chinese TV station, all these random people because
How'd you go there?
it was fucked. It was horse shit, but I needed to do it.
It's called a stepping stone.
It was fucked. And I was working for them when I pulled the pin over there because it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, if I'm doing this shit, I could just go home and
And
do
enjoy
this
it.
shit.
Enjoy
Yeah.
it at home and
Yeah.
actually understand what they're talking about.
Yeah, and yeah, totally. And I would just I probably just done my time.
Yeah.
I was different to a lot of my mates that living in LA that they kind of committed and stayed, and they all had American partners or whatever, but they've stayed there.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was never doing that.
Yeah.
And I always was pretty vocal about that. I'm like, I'm definitely going home.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. And now look, I guess we've been here 10 years. Now we're in Tugan. The
Look
mighty
where you
Tugan.
are.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad I made that call, to be honest, for me.
Well, 7
better.
years is a good stint too.
Fucking oath.
That's huge.
My parents were off it. Like, fuck, how long you going?
Some people wouldn't last 7 weeks.
Yeah, I know. It did. Yeah, it's cool.
So when you came back, did you just start working for yourself?
I went to
Start your
Channel
own-
9 when I come back.
Yep.
Yeah, up here in Surface.
Yep.
Yeah, and I did it for about 8 or 9 months. But yeah, I quickly want to just do my own thing.
Because you had a business that you just recently sold,
Yep.
and did you get that inspiration from over there when you were
Yeah.
over there?
Yep.
What was the name of your business?
Hotel Miami is the business that we
Yep.
just sold.
Yep.
Which still feels
It's
weird. to
fucking
even
nuts
say.
too.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out, guys. It's
Sick business.
if you've seen our tattoo studio and you think it's bright and vibrant and stuff,
Yeah, it's right.
It's off its head. It's
It
fucking
is. Yeah, I
it's
think
great.
I'll always probably go down that pop color.
people love it. Hey.
Yeah, they love it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was an amazing business we've had for like the last 6 or 7 years. Daz, my business partner, and I.
Yep.
But yeah, all the guys in Venice when I moved to Venice Beach in LA, they all had warehouses and spots. They'd make any nook and cranny, any fucking little spot.
Yep.
They'd turn into something sick.
Yep.
And it was like their home base where they'd work and that.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was kind of the idea. I'm like, I want a warehouse. I want to just, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I want to set it up. And then the Hotel Miami idea was born out of a historic story of the Gold Coast.
Yep.
And then we just did it. We just like, let's just get the fucking lease. We'll get other people to come in and rent bits off us.
It works.
That'll pay for the shit. It did. Yeah. I'm at kind of at a weird time now where I'm almost thinking about going again.
Okay.
With a new space.
Yep.
But I haven't pulled the trigger yet because I know having a lease is a fucking torture.
It is. I know exactly what you feel.
Yeah. So I just, I know I want to. Everything in me's like, okay, go get a spot. But
yep. Commercial spaces on the coast at the moment too are very hard to get.
They're hard to get.
And the prices are
too dear.
Yeah. I'm glad you said it.
$1,000 a week for a little shitter.
Yeah. Well,
and you got to pay their outgoings and shit's fucked.
Ours is 4 times that here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a primo spot though.
But yeah, we're in grouse spot.
Yeah.
But you need the space at the end of the day. So you're rocking a hard place. You need a creative space to create.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. And at the moment, I'm in the basement of my house, which is sick.
Yep.
My boys are there and they're babies and they just fucking tearing through all my shit. And I'm like, oh, boys, get out of here.
And you need that separation too.
Probably.
From at home.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to get one.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
Let's go. I'm going to go fucking balls deep. Another big long lease.
We're fucking going there straight after.
I'll go get a fucking joint. You're right. I'd be so sick. I know if I did.
Yeah.
If I went and rented some joint and just flogged it on me Insta, I'd have a bunch of
There'd be
dudes
people everywhere.
Let's go. Want to move in. I know it'll happen, but it's a fucking nightmare.
Big lordish behaviour, fucking sign in the
some
background.
Shit, like Indians come, pay
up. You heard it here first. How good.
I did hear this chick, because I've been thinking,
yeah.
do a business name, I don't know what business to call it. Usually I've got a million business names up my sleeve.
Yeah.
But this chick walked past this morning and she said this thing and I was fucking heard it and it's the first time I've gone. And I'm not going to say what the name is.
No, of course not.
I might go with it actually.
Yeah.
But this chick just mentioned a word. I'm like, get fucked. That might be it. This mum, when I was dropping off the kids, just was like, oh, okay. That actually might be it. But anyway, that's a shit story.
Yeah.
It's got
No, it's not. But I'm glad
I was inspired with a name though for when I'm allowed to make another business, which is in March
next year,
2026.
2 years away.
2 years away. Yeah.
So, and when that 2 years clicks over, it'll be 100% ready to go, and it's just
going
to be
true.
Bushka.
Yeah.
The doors will be open and it'll be bang on.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a totally different business model to what I've done anyway.
Yeah.
I've always worked in the high-end production sort of thing, and that's a sick business.
Yep.
But I do think
you limit your.
Yeah, I think there's more room now for meta.
Yep.
And meta advertising is kind of where I want to go.
That's where a bloke, Simon Baird, the fellow that used to own Culture Kings.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, so he's in that same frame of mind.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's a fucking legend. I actually interviewed him
smart.
For just recently. We went up to his penthouse. What wasn't that? I guess it was a year ago.
Up at
Top
the
of
Soul, yeah.
Fuck that joint's off its head.
We went trying up to sell that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he bought it for 20 mil, so he probably wants 50 mil now.
I think he wants 60 something.
Oh, genius.
On top of the 600 mil that he got for Culture Kings.
So sick, man. What a genius, man.
Good on him.
He started at the flea markets out here.
He did. Yep.
Selling fucking digital cameras, little shitty cameras. What a legend.
Today.
Such a cool yarn. Anyway, that'd be a way better guy to get in than fucking me.
Well, you know him, so you might be able to help me.
He was sick. Well, yeah, Ross Greenwood interviewed him for us for the show. He's a genius. Yeah. He's such an entrepreneurial guy.
He is. And he's really, really big on this meta stuff at the moment too. Yeah.
I got to tap into his shit.
Yeah, he puts everything on Instagram.
He
everything. He doesn't hide anything.
So good.
Yeah.
Champion. Yeah, I'd love to meet him outside of that world at some point.
For sure.
I think he does do anyway.
I think he does.
You're right. He does a thing, where I think you buy tickets and you go.
Yep, he does.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick to go to actually. Now that we're talking about it,
does mentoring stuff and does heaps of that shit,
mate. Just tapping in, just the tiniest little tap into the selling shit on Shopify and that, which is only something I've been doing recently.
Yep.
Fuck, it's so sick when someone buys some shit off you on there.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, you hear the thing and you're like, yeah, fuck, I didn't do anything. Someone just bought it.
Yeah.
After being
and it makes
service,
that noise, hey?
Yeah.
Do you get that?
I should turn it on now.
Yeah, do it. Turn it on.
Get someone to buy a fucking
Turn
hat or
it
something.
on. Someone buy something. We'll text someone. We'll pay them back.
Fucking hell.
What's the biggest challenge with your industry, do you feel?
The biggest challenge in production, high-end production, is iPhones.
Okay.
I think.
Yep.
But it depends on how you look at it, because I see it also as the biggest opportunity.
Yes.
Because at the moment, it's kind of crazy because you can shoot a beautiful thing, and we just did with the air show, and it's fucking. We shot it, but we had other guys edit it, which they're legit editors. They made the most amazing piece of content.
Yep.
And there's still space for that, and it's really awesome. But I do think that consumers, and its data is proving this, is that consumers are, when they're flicking on their phone, which is all anyone does now.
Correct.
They want to see phone footage. They're relating to phone footage.
Yes.
They are staying and watching that kind of stuff. So
the raw stuff, hey?
It's the raw. So that there's been a massive pivot and all of that shit in the last 5 years, in my opinion.
Yep.
And I've just noticed it with people like don't want to pay top dollar to hire you to
Nah.
you know, some dudes are $2,000 for the day or whatever, and like fuck, that's most people's budget for the month.
Yeah. Well, you saying that now, you've seen it yourself, and you've gone out and recorded off GoPros now because they sponsor you. But before you had your GoPro, I guarantee you're using your phone.
100%. I still use my phone for surf.
Yeah.
And then when I do the potty, when I eventually do it, it'll be all GoPro because they sponsored it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
it's all in
tiny little baby, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the colors are always correct.
Correct.
Exposed right. Somehow you can fucking hear it perfectly. I don't know. It's so good. Like, so that is a challenge for a lot of the guys in my game, and I know a lot of dudes, especially my age. I can't grow up, so I try and keep on top of all the young shit. But
I know how you feel.
Yeah, but there's a lot of dudes out there that I think are going to be out of job in the next 5.
Yeah,
for sure. Broadcasters shit the bed too.
Yeah,
there's just no money in it.
Yeah. What do you feel is the biggest misunderstanding in your industry too?
These
questions I didn't hit you with.
No,
before,
that's
either,
good.
So.
Yeah, misunderstanding as far as misunderstanding. Maybe just how much work goes into producing the content.
Yeah, I'm
from an editing
guilty.
perspective.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
so I literally
the back end,
mate. I said to myself, I can fucking talk like you said to me before we started this. I can talk for days, and I can.
Yeah.
And then it's like, fuck, I'm still here at 9:30 at night when I've done a recording at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It's like, far out. Why does it have to be so hard?
Post is tough. Post is tough, especially, and we see it a lot with people that go into campaigns or shooting things or whatever they're making without a plan.
Yeah.
Because then you're just spraying everything, and then the more you spray, the longer it's going to take at the back end. So now when I work, especially with Daz, my busy partner, and that with any high-end stuff, we're doing one later this week for camper van company or whatever.
Yep.
Every shot's planned.
Yeah,
exactly how long it runs, what it's going to look like, storyboard it out, what's the music going to be. We already know that. You know, just that kind of stuff.
Yes.
'Cause otherwise, post is 3 weeks.
Yep.
After one drug.
So I've
can afford it.
Dropped my first episode this morning.
Yep.
Which was the bloke that did this.
Yep.
He's an Indigenous artist.
Awesome.
So I got him in. He did that for nothing. I'm very transparent, so I don't sugarcoat anything. I'll just fucking tell everyone how it is.
Yep.
I think that's how a lot of people should be, to be completely honest.
That's what works for people like that.
It does.
Yeah.
So I got him on, and I did that a week and a half ago. So and this is the third one, so this won't come out for another 2 weeks.
Nice.
So I'm just trying to punch a few out, so that I've given myself time.
A bank.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
That's the way. I got so many questions after this just about how you're distributing and stuff too, but that's the way.
Yeah. I've got a bloke which helps. I don't know if you listen to many podcasts, but there's a podcast called Alpha Blokes Podcast.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't listened to it, though.
Yeah. So he's one of the blokes that does all their audio and does all their stuff. He's heard that I was doing a podcast and reached out to me and said, if you need any help, I'm happy to help you.
That's cool.
And then I said, well, I don't want it for free. Like, I don't. I'm not that kind of person. I want to pay my way.
Yep.
And so I've got one of the best in the business. He's been working for Triple M and stuff for 30, 40 years.
Nice.
So he knows his shit. So
that's the listener crew.
Yeah, I've just got some good guidance, which has helped me. But I'm still fucking struggling big time
Oh,
with
it's
it.
hard.
It's the background stuff, like you said.
Consistency is the key to it all.
What's
That's the thing.
What's the next year look like for you?
The next year for me is going to be really transitional, I think.
Yep.
It
Now
has already been with this surf stuff, which has kind of got some legs
Yep.
to it.
Do you want that to grow?
Yeah, I want that to grow.
Yep.
I think just like egotistically I do. But also I think
Don't want to get to 22 and that's it. You're
yeah.
done?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm happy. I never would have thought I would have even got to
No.
that. So it's so sick. But
It's off its head.
yeah, it is. But it's definitely struck a chord with like a lot of the young kids, like the grommets. I think because they train every morning where they're surfing.
Yeah.
So I always get them.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of the grommets. Like I was at school the other day and I heard just they drove past.
Yeah.
And he's got the camera out the window. He's like, Nicka35. And I just start screaming. And I'm just like dropping the crobs off. And my wife just is like, what's happened? I'm like, fuck, sorry.
Who is this bloke?
Someone come up to me at Aldi the other day. We're just doing the shopping, like the most shittest thing.
Yeah.
And we're just like getting some pasta or something. And this dude's like, hey man, I love what you're doing on the fucking sofa.
That's literally how I connected with you.
I mainly like it. I mainly like it just because fucking it does my missus head in.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, it sucked in. Look at this shit. Famous now.
Yeah, fuck.
You put the kids to bed.
Yeah. With fucking microphone stands just shit itself.
Yeah,
by
she's
the
come
looks.
she's come a guts up. She doesn't like me this morning, but
I think it might be that cord there. That's.
you reckon
See
that's
if it's.
pulling it
Is this one here? We can cut this out.
Oh, that's all good. I think it's
sweet?
back.
You're
There we go.
back.
I fixed
We're
it back.
good. We just got excited.
Yeah, got excited. But yeah, so we're doing some cool stuff with the company that's bought Hotel, Pacific Airshow Code 4, American-based company.
Yep.
They do crafted festivals, which are the beer festivals.
Yes.
So we'll still do all the rollout for both of those. There's a new location, Newcastle this year, which is sick.
Nice.
And then Broady, which sells out generally.
Not every
Best.
nuts
It's the
quick.
best day out too. It's so
Yep.
sick. And then I believe as of today,
Yep.
Monday the 26th of August, I am going to Huntington Beach in like a few weeks to shoot the California one.
Oh,
which will be
nice.
sick.
How
Got the
good.
call up, I think. We'll see if that
Just
comes
go
out.
anyway.
I'll just go anyway.
Turn up with your camera.
Well, yeah, I am wanting to go over to do a couple of things anyway. But mate, my sole focus is social and e-commerce. I think that's where I've wanted to go for a while.
Yeah.
A long while. A few years I've wanted to do it.
Yep.
And I see the benefit in it.
Yep.
And I think
You've been in the industry for a long time.
and I'm marketing everyone else's shit.
Yeah.
As a video dude, and I'm like, fuck, I really think I should be doing some kind of proddy.
Why can't I do it for myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm happy to do it for other people too, but I definitely want to have my own product. I started looking into like kids surf stuff, and then I don't know.
That's where the future is.
I have
eh?
a billion ideas, man, but
Just not enough time to execute
not
it.
enough time. But yeah, podcast will be a sick one too.
That's a great
It's
way
such
to
fun.
get people to get their story out, their voice.
Yeah, it is.
If
And
you've
it's
got a
nice.
following already, which you do,
Yeah.
I obviously don't. I've got one through the tattoo shop, but but what you've got already will just help you so much.
I reckon.
It will. I guarantee.
Yeah,
it
it's got
will.
to.
Yeah,
It's got to, man. And
yeah. People will listen.
People will listen.
People watch already. You see the numbers already.
That's right.
And if
Yeah,
you're a
that's right.
numbers man,
Yes,
I don't know if you are. But
I am.
Yeah, if I am,
Yeah.
I'm a numbers man too. So
Yeah.
if you're seeing the numbers in your views with your followers,
Yep.
they'll convert to listeners. I
I
can
think it has
guarantee
to.
you it will happen.
Yeah, and I think I think
already-
just finding good storylines, and it would probably be a bit because I've actually worked doing interviews my whole life, mostly behind the camera, but I must have done thousands of interviews.
Yep. You already know the questions.
I know the deal. I know the format. Generally, I've been the camera operator, but I think I've been hitting up all sorts of friends. One of my good friends, Vonnie, works at Fox Sports. She's a presenter there. She does
Samson?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
she's
Von
good
Samson's
chick. Yeah.
best ever.
Yeah.
And she does amazing interviews, and I've really been like watching her.
Yep.
She's just like a gun. Her husband's a gun too. So yeah,
She's up in the Hinterland, isn't she? In Sunny Coast?
No,
way?
I
Nah?
think she lives in Sydney.
Oh,
I think
does
they live
she?
in Manly
Yeah, okay.
from memory.
Yep.
But yeah, just like tapping into people who are good at interviewing, and then just like finding nice little pathways. And I
Yeah.
think if you got some good, it might be a bit of a different side to me as well, just because it'll probably be a tiny bit more serious.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm doing the 1 minutes of absolute fuckery around in the mornings.
And everyone loves it.
Yeah, and then maybe I just got to harness a bit more of that too. I don't know. Well, just
I think you need
uncharted waters.
You still need to have that though, because that's what people like you for as well.
Totally.
Like, you've built a personality off that.
Yes.
So I think you still need to have that in there and just be yourself at the end of the day. If you're fucking not yourself, people aren't going to listen.
That's right. Actually, yeah, one of my mates, JS, again, I brought up before. He said that to me the other week when So I do like little caveats in my stories of talking shit, and he goes, "Mate, you got to start being yourself more. You sound like a fuckwit." I'm like, "Oh, fuck! Can someone tell me who myself is then? Because
I don't know who I am.
Can you fucking give us the rundown? Because I'm fucking tripping.
Too many acid tags.
Yeah, I don't know who I am. Speaking of acid, Burning Man starts today. Fuck.
Yeah.
Wish I was out there. You ever seen that thing, the Burning Man Festival?
I have. I haven't been, but I've seen it.
I've gone a couple of times.
Have
it's
you?
fucking the best shit ever. Every year it's on, I'm just like, oh, you snakes.
I've dabbled in that a few times, and it's intense and it's fucking nuts. It's
you mean acid? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucked.
But it's good, but it's fucked as well.
Yeah, it's gnarly. I'm probably too old now.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Nah, it's shit ass. Yeah, but the Burning Man Fest is like a really cool thing for.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone should do it.
Yes, just to say they've done it.
It's just such a sick thing to see people en masse like that. So happy, no money involved.
Yeah, exactly. I have a question I usually ask at the start, and I forgot to ask today. How's your mental health?
My mental health is good. It's something that I focus on. And I've gotten into boxing the last 6 weeks. Fuck, it's good, eh?
It's best. I'm doing a fight in November.
Oh yeah, you're a sick puppy. I'm too pussy for that shit. But
it's good, eh? Yeah. And I know where you're going
Yeah.
because Amy, my partner, which you quickly said hello to, she used to go there all the time. So 1111 down in Cooley.
That's where I'm going.
You are.
Yep.
Robbie's a good man.
Yep.
And Stewie and Ali.
Yep.
Down there, the trainers.
Yep.
Phenomenal people.
So that's where you're going.
No, I used to go there.
Gotcha.
Amy used to go there.
Okay.
I go to Fight Club in Burleigh now with
bit
Fidel.
Closer. Yep.
Yeah, just closer for me.
Yeah.
But great crew down there.
Fuck, that's classic, man. That's we've been doing that, and I've been doing it with my brother as well, which I've never done any kind of training with my brother before. So, but he's kind of into it. So,
it's off
which
its head,
is so sick. Yeah,
so good for you,
mate. It's good, and that's helped me a lot because we sold the business, and it's been a bit of a weird time. And then I was going to work for him, then I'm not, and then I don't know. I've been it's been really turbulent.
Yep.
Just like what I'm doing.
Yep.
The only thing that's really been consistent is the fucking surf thing, which is so ridiculous. But I've made myself go, no matter what, unless I'm fucking away or something, you're getting up, you're doing that shit. It's just cause. And that's been a helpful thing. And that now it's boxing 5:30.
Yep.
Surf at 6:30. Post the fucking thing by 7:30.
Yep.
And then start my day.
Then your day's done.
Then my boys go. What'd be great? What'd be fucking unreal is if that was my day done. So fucking need a sponsor. I need a top tier sponsor that wants shit content out every fucking day. Thinking Nike
Surely
or some
there's
shit.
plenty out there.
Yeah, someone wants to cough up and fucking. Because if I could just do the surf shit, what you're saying before, you're like $3 or $4 grand a week's what you need to earn, kind of thing. Like, cough it up, you snakes.
Yeah,
like,
it's
let's
not
go.
that much in your $1 billion business. In your $1 billion business, it's not even 0.1%.
Imagine if I could just do the surf park. That'd be bullshit.
Oh.
There's so many random little opportunities have come out of it, like going to people's parties and making a report of the party. Some dudes paid me
really?
that, which was so skits. And it was actually pretty cool. It was fucking hard though. I'm like, okay, it's going to be kind of tricky. Like, I'm just talking about these people.
People
random
watching.
people, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I was kind of older there, like this young people's party. And they're like, what's dad doing fucking filming me in the corner? Like, so sus. I'm like, fucking hell. But then they were frothing when I posted it. So I was like, okay.
Oh, how good.
It's odd. Some odd shit, man. It's not what I thought I was going to be. I thought I'd be, anyway.
I'm glad
Here I am.
I like to ask that question because I work in disability support work as well.
That. Yeah,
so
awesome.
I pride myself on helping people. Like, I love helping people.
Yeah.
But that question I ask so many people, and you'd hear it yourself, and it's an Australian thing to do. How are you? Yeah, good, mate.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
I always ask it twice.
Yeah,
so I always like, are you actually okay? Like, are you actually doing all right?
That's great.
So, are you?
Yes. No, I think I am doing really good at the moment, but it hasn't always been like that.
No.
I finally, and I do think bringing up the boxing thing's really helped.
Yep.
It's got me on a really good run because I just know, okay, hammer that. It's making me feel real good. Surfing's making me feel real good. I'm kind of at peace with where I'm headed with my work.
Yep.
And it's really good that you're asking people that, man, because I think there's never been a tougher time than we did the COVID shit and post that. I think it's been so fucking weird. And you can't get a house and you can't fucking no one's got any coin.
Yep. Yeah.
And we're in a recession.
Yeah,
so
we are.
But it's good. Having my boys has helped me a lot too. Just having them because they're fucking the ultimate leveler.
So I'm on the opposite end of you. I don't see my boy.
Yeah,
so my boy's with my ex down in where I come from before we moved up here.
Yeah, okay, that's no good.
Not due to anything that I did wrong or anything, because just I moved up here to better my life so I could hopefully provide a better future for him.
Yep.
And then just grew apart. He's 8 now and he's got his own voice and he can do what he wants, which I'm okay for him to do.
Yep.
But that's my little struggle with my mentals.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure it is.
But that's why I go surfing and do my boxing. Same thing as what you're doing.
Yeah.
Is because when you're doing those two things, you're not thinking about anything else.
No, that's right.
You need to stay busy.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that's what you're going through at the moment, man. It's a fucking...
It's all good.
It's it kind of is. Yeah,
it's just what
it is. It's a nightmare. Yeah,
but it is what it is.
That'll change again too, I bet.
It will. It'll change.
He'll hit those teens and go, fucking hang on.
I need him in my life.
Where's Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So I want to go to your camera stuff.
Yes.
So that's what your business, what your life is.
Yes.
You're a photographer. You're a videographer as well.
Yep.
What made you get into that?
Man, I got into it. There's this guy, John. Well, my best mate started it, but it's all through this one guy who's a bit of an enigma called John Gordon, Gordo the Great. They call him. He's a legendary Gold Coaster.
Okay.
Worked in the ASP and this World Surfing thing forever. Hugest character you've ever met. Fucking classic dude.
Bigger than yourself.
Massive, way bigger. Proper. Like I saw him the other day actually, and I hadn't seen him for years. He was out at Currumbin and he's like, he was giving me shit. He's like, oh, you fucking, I thought you'd be too famous to paddle out here. And he's like, everyone, this is Nicka. Put him at the top of the lineup. Like, just writing me. I'm like,
how good.
So good.
He hasn't changed, obviously.
Nah, he's a legend, man.
Nah, how good.
He kind of got us into it.
Nice.
Back then, you just did work experience. Like, man, I started at Channel 7 as a work experience dude.
Yeah.
No paperwork, no contract, just a dude going, yeah, man, you just come in. I went in every day. I went on the dole at the time. And I was like, they'll get the dole to pay me and I'll learn this shit, which was kind of pretty genius for me at the time. I thought it was like pretty well played. Yeah, well, they weren't paying me. So I was like, I need some coin.
Yeah.
So I'd write, back then in the dole, you had to write the 3 jobs you went for.
Yeah.
So me and my dad play this game where you just flick open the yellow pages and find all these businesses. And
then right.
But really what I was doing was learning how to be a camera guy. And then it was all because when I first went in there, the first day I went into the studio and I saw these dudes and they were surfy kind of looking dudes, just bums. But they were on the big cameras in studio, like studio.
I know the ones.
5, 4, 3, count in. And I saw them and I'm like, fuck, they're kind of like me. They're a bit older, but... And then I was like, fuck, you can do this shit and that's your job. Yep. Like, I couldn't believe it. I thought you had to be a tradie or something.
Yeah.
Which maybe I should have been in hindsight because they're all rich now, my tradie mates. But I was like, fuck, yeah, that's sick. I'm going to do that. That just doesn't even feel like working to me.
Yep.
And it never has really.
So did you feel you always had that, like, that mind of, like...
Of the filming mind, you mean? Man, I think I was always creative. And I don't really know how... Yeah, I don't know...
Artistic as well?
Yeah, I think I've been artistic. I don't know that I was ever really good at arts, but I've always been music, played the drums most of my life. And I played in bands had a band up a couple of years ago that was going all right. Like, played a few shows and stuff. It was so much fun. Best fun ever.
Bring it back?
I'd love to, man. I really miss that side of my life. But there's only so many fucking hobbies you can have too.
It's so true.
And I've got that many hobbies. Like, fuck. I don't know. I just went and played again with a mate the other night and it was pretty good.
Got that little scratch that itch.
Yeah. I love playing. I think it's maybe just get a fucking console and just play around at home or something. But
what genre?
Dance music.
Dance.
Yeah, I like electronic music.
Yeah.
I love electronic music, man. I always have.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I love trance.
Yeah, sick. You'd love Burning Man then. That's the whole trance zone.
Yeah.
Sick.
So Above and Beyond, I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah, I have.
They're my favourite.
Are they?
I've actually got them tattooed.
No way.
Their record label.
So hang on, wait,
me.
where are they from?
Are
they Brit?
Yeah.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Mate,
So actually, sorry, you're right.
No, you're good. I've just heard about them in Christmas time.
Mate,
Above and
they're
Beyond.
off
They
their
played
heads.
last Christmas, right?
I was there.
There you go. I remember that.
In Brisbane.
That's right.
Yeah. I actually ended up backstage with them. Believe it or
way.
Not. It's off its head. I'll show you later.
So good.
Yeah, mate, fucking the
It's hell
best.
shit. Yeah.
So I've seen them like 6 or 7 times.
Okay.
Every time they've come to Australia.
Yep.
And like they're just off their head every time.
Awesome,
Everyone's there, obviously, for them.
Yep.
Obviously, it's a party scene as well and stuff like that. I've been off the piss for a while, but like I still went there and it was still the energy's just off its head every
Awesome,
time you
man.
go there.
So good.
So I love that kind of music too, mate.
Yeah, it's not far removed. Like, yeah.
It's just upbeat. Like that
Yep.
song that I've got at the start of this podcast.
You and I'm trying to think who it was again. Tin Liquor?
Galantis?
Oh, it's Galantis.
Yeah.
I just had a Tin Liquor song.
So
it's sick. It's in the playlist.
And it's uplifting too.
Best.
So it's just like,
Best song.
and then there's a little song I play at the end as well that's total opposite genre.
Yep.
And it's just a bit of a connection to
Yeah.
who I am and
Awesome.
and you'll know it. It's good too.
Fuck
So
yeah.
it's just a whole different
Yeah.
scene of
Those
music.
parallels.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the next 12 months, just video yourself.
I'll keep
your
filming.
businesses.
I'll keep surviving. I want
Yep.
to prop up my missus' business. She's got a studio
What
called
does she?
Skeg.
Yeah, I was just about to ask
And
that.
she's a tattoo, beauty tattoo, which is kind of a trippy
Cosmetic?
thing.
Cosmetic beauty?
tattooing.
Yep.
And she's a gun at it, man. Like I give her a fair bit of shit, but she's fucking really good at this. And it's crazy because she's about 10 years younger than me, but she just she picked up on it a little while ago.
Yep.
And she was working in our business, the Hotel Miami business, for the last 5 or 6 years, doing all the admin and all the boring shit. She
Yep.
hated it.
Yeah, of course.
Sucked.
Does anyone enjoy
Nah,
that?
it's fucked. It sucks. And she sucked at it, to be honest. And she'd be the first one to say it.
She won't listen to this
Nah,
anyway.
she
It'll be
won't.
fine.
She would never get this far into it with my voice. But she's found this shit, and we've got a little studio in Tugun, and like she's good at it. And I'm seeing the messages she's getting from chicks. What I didn't really think about with it is just how much it's like really improving people's lives
It
and
is.
potentially their mental health.
Yeah.
Because they feel better.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm just like, I guess when she got into it, I was like, oh, this is good. It's going to make us money. But what I didn't think about was that it actually is making a big difference in these women's lives.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, you're really onto something here. I had no idea it was going to be such a thing. And it might be, man. And I fucking hope so.
Yep.
That we are just Sage Studio and we're doing, and I'm now I'll be her bitch and do the fucking back end and do her marketing.
You do
and
the
stuff.
mopping and the
I'll do
vacuuming.
whatever. If I think that there's real potential for her, and it's already kind of showing.
well. Yep.
Yeah.
How good.
So
How long's that been going
Sage
for?
Studio, it's just a year.
Nice. Well, we're literally just over a year,
So
and we've already
crazy.
moved from Cooley up to here.
So good.
It's just because it's better up here.
Pumping. Yeah.
Like I'd rather be down there for the surf, to be
Yeah,
completely
but
honest.
there's more business up this way.
but there's more money up this end of the coast.
There is,
Yeah.
for sure, man.
I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
I
It's
totally
it's
believe
true.
that.
No, it's always been the way, man.
Yeah.
But
it's
yes.
chilled down there.
It's chilled.
It's way better down there, to be fair.
It's
if you're
chilled.
not there for business.
Not bad to live. Yeah, I know. There's the old TAB in Tugun.
Yeah.
Shit itself.
Yep.
Just TABs kind of don't work anymore because of sports bet. But
Yep.
it's a massive spot, and I'm just like I'm holding myself back from just leasing it
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it would be perfect for her business.
Is that next to the pub? Like
it's
just
right
down the
next
road?
to the Tugun Fruit Market place, the fancy market.
Yes.
There's a big corner block place there, and I just keep looking at it going, oh my God, that's the spot. But the plan was 2 years
Yep.
in this first spot. So we'll do one more year, and then there's always going to be places come up.
Of course.
But yeah,
Close
I'm
to home
interested.
too.
The next 12 months is going to be really different to any of the last 7-10 years I've had because I am in this transitional.
Yep. Just
and
enjoy it.
and I am enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of like always wanting to do the next thing. and like hammering myself a
ADHD?
bit. Yeah, I guess so.
I am.
I think
I've
everyone
got
is
that.
a bit sometimes.
Yeah, of course they are.
Yeah.
Don't take that the wrong way by
Not
me
at
saying
all.
that.
No, you're not. And I know. And Jessie, she tells me that all the time. She's sort of the same.
How
I'm
would
fucking all over the shop.
how we're talking about that Simon Baird
Yes.
before, like you were saying to like step up in your market or your business, you need to associate with people that are higher up than you. So, like, what you're doing now is just taking that step back to take that next step up.
Yeah.
Just getting a run up pretty
I
much.
hope you're right, man. And I think so. And yeah,
I can see it.
I think so. And I'm committing myself to things. And
That you'd
with
never
the
would've?
surf and and then the fighting thing, I thought the boxing stuff, I think I'm just gonna just try and get really fit. And I know any times in my life where I've done that, sick shit happens.
Yeah, and you feel better too.
Yeah,
eh?
because you feel good, you
your head's
attract
clearer.
it. Right.
Yeah.
And I want to be just like fit and able and
Yeah. For your boys too.
for them.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Just like keep that going, and then I think I'll just be a positive role model for those dudes. And
That's
The
all you
surf.
need in your life.
yeah, you really do.
They need it too.
They need it more than anything, and I
Yep.
realise that.
Bloody
So,
oath.
mate, yeah, that's where I'll be. I fucking don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's really crazy. Like I've always just had the hotel thing that was my identity, and
Yep.
I think with the Nicka35
That's
thing,
your
it's the
identity?
first time ever in my life where I've just been. I'm the brand.
Yeah.
Whether I've hidden behind Desert Island, I've hidden behind Hotel Miami, I've hidden behind Cottage Tree. Like I've been all these things.
Yep.
And I've been instrumental in there. Even my cat, like I had this made my cat famous on Instagram, and I'd caption behind him.
I need to hear more about
Yeah,
this.
Winston Smushface. You'll have to see it. It's fucking wild. But anyway, he's got the biggest account I've ever had. We got like 50,000 followers for a fucking cat. But it was me being the cat, you know.
Okay.
But I've hidden behind all these things, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to be my own brand. My friends told me to do this years ago, and I didn't listen to them, but.
Now you
We'll
were here.
see. Now I'm here doing a potty with you, talking fucking shit.
How good is it?
It's good. It's nice.
We'll get a little bit serious again here.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So for people that want to get into your industry of
Yep.
what you've done, so being a cameraman, all that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
what kind of what would you recommend they do?
If you wanted to get into it, I would say that there's never been a better time to get into it.
Yep.
Because of your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one thing, and I have to actually take this of my own advice with the podcast because I've pushed out pretty much for the last 3 weeks, but you just have to do it. So I think if you were going to try and get into videoing, you've got a video camera in your hand already, or nearly everyone does.
You do.
It's more just like writing down a little idea, executing the idea, working out how the fuck you're going to edit it, which is the hardest part.
It
but
is.
It's not impossible. Or you could look at something like Fiverr and find someone who can edit it for you for $50 or something like that.
Yep.
But filming, especially now with the transition from big cameras to phones, the only thing that stays the same throughout it is the story.
Correct.
You can tell a really good story, and the uninspired guys
Oh,
are
they're the
testament
best.
to this.
Yeah.
They can fucking tell a mental story, and it doesn't matter about the camera.
Correct.
They're still 2
Look how big
million
they are.
followers, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and that's the world we're in now, and it's a great time to get into it. And I think knowing how to use your phone to film cool things and photos, and then like use it on your platforms, whatever it is, Insta, TikTok, whatever your thing is,
Yep.
I think is the biggest opportunity, and it's a low hanging fruit right now, especially in Australia. And
Yep.
because we are Australian, you can look at offshore markets like the US or whatever and see what's happening, replicate,
Definitely.
and it's current.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. You're right.
So yeah, if you want to get into it, fucking get into it because you
Don't
can
fucking
start.
think about it.
You
Just
don't
do
need
it.
to wait to get the big camera. Just use your phone until you get the big camera, or never get the big camera and just use your phone.
I couldn't agree with that more, to be fair. Like I didn't have this space to do this.
Yep.
So I'd had this thought for ages. I just didn't have the actual space to do it. And I didn't want to hire just a little space like this to be able to figure out
Yes.
something. So when we looked for our new shop, I already had the site. I had everything. I already knew what I wanted to do.
Yep.
Everything was already planned.
Yep.
Like I got a surfboard from Surfboard Warehouse for free.
Nice.
Like, because we're good mates with them, and
Yep.
I wanted that little bit of me. That's
Yep.
I just everything you have to make sure you plan a bit of it
That's right.
first. If you don't plan, like it's it's fucking gonna go like this, and then it'll stay down here for ages, and you just need some clear sight,
Clear goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have that.
Yeah, you need to have it, even if it's just like I do it in the mornings. Like I'll write just what I've got to try and do in the day. I never get them to get through it.
Yep. But that's great.
It's something to go off, especially now that I'm working like in ISO. Otherwise, I can easily just fart ass around. But yeah, it's a good job too. Like being a filmer has taken me around the world. I've gone.
Yep.
Never would have traveled to the places I've gotten to go without it.
Where's the best place you've ever been?
The best place I've ever been is this place called Margarita Island. It's off Venezuela. It's the most fucking beautiful shit I've ever seen. Isle de Margarita.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and it was a job for Quicksilver. I was working for them, and I remember we had to go there. It's like just Caribbean blue water.
Oh,
the streets are all sand, no cars. People wander around. It's one of the craziest places I've ever seen with my own eyes.
So was that when you were with the World Series?
Yeah, I got this job for Quicksilver when I was a kid.
Yep.
Before I went to Sydney, when I was just out of working in the networks.
Yep.
And it was to go live on this boat, Quicksilver Crossing, which was a boat that Quicksilver paid for, and it was an exploration vessel that went all around the world. Mate, unbelievable. And I got the job on there as the camera dude. The internet had just started.
Yep.
And they gave me this CyberShot camera, which was the first ever digital camera.
Okay.
And I had to take a photo with that.
I remember.
Remember them? They were a long rectangular, ugly little fucking thing.
They used to have different colours too,
yeah,
didn't they?
Yep. And take it with that, pull the card out. We put the satellite on the roof to get satellite for the internet.
Send it somewhere.
And I used to write this thing called the Captain's Blog. It was just this thing Quicksilver did.
Wow.
And that was how I got to see the most far reaches of the world. Went to Africa and all around the world. And like back then, surfing had money, and they just did shit like that.
Yeah,
it was fucked up. And somehow I found myself on there, and it was crazy. Changed my life actually, because all of a sudden I just was a traveler.
Yep, and getting paid for it.
Yeah, and getting paid. Fuck all, but I was. Yeah, there was no money in it.
But so when you were doing jobs like that, would they pay for your food and all that kind of stuff, accommodation?
Totally.
Because then you just get a little bit of a wage on the top of it.
Yeah, I think it was like 50 grand Aussie at the time for the year.
Which is pretty good back
at the
then.
Time.
Yeah.
And they just would put like however much that is broken into 12 months. Once a month, the money would go in.
Oh, monthly.
Monthly.
Fuck off.
Fucked me. But I was on board the boat. You eat on the boat.
Yeah.
You live on the boat.
Yeah.
I'm not spending anything.
Yeah.
You
did when you ended up somewhere though, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's right. You go to port and blow all your money in fucking some
3 hours.
Yeah, and it's all in US, so you're fucked. But yeah, that was a really crazy time of my life, to be honest. When I think about it. I've seen some shit. Went to Senegal, was like one of the first places I went. I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to Bali here. I'm in fucking West Africa. Like, fuck me. It was pretty real. I had to fire up and like not be a pussy and a kid. I was like, traveling there by myself. They just send me. I'm like, okay, I'll just get there. I remember walking through Venezuela, Caracas, which is still a fucking dangerous place, but then it was worse. And I had this watch on that my dad got me, and I remember taking it off because the dudes that were cruising with me definitely wanted it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, these dudes want this watch so bad. I'm just going to either give it to them or like take it off. I took it off, put it in my pocket, just trying to get to the boat in the harbour so I could fuck off to Margarita Island, which was amazing.
Oh, how good.
Yeah,
how good.
Sick time. I'm a spoiled brat.
If people want to collab with you or anything like that and obviously work with you, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
If you want to work with me, I reckon Instagram's the best way to contact or text.
You're pretty quick on it too, to be fair. Like I sent you a message just shooting my shot like I always do.
Yeah. That's good.
And you literally replied straight away. Like it was within a day.
Yeah, and I find, it's the best way to communicate now.
Fucking oath it is.
It's good. It's a weird place where it's not an email, it's not a text. It's a nice way to talk to people, and you either get response or you don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tend to do most of my comms on there.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'm down for it. Otherwise, my missus is too. She's the one that's the collab queen right now.
How good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What makes you passionate about your job, and what gets you motivated to do it?
The motivation, I reckon, for me is like and I'm saying my job now is the surf report.
Yeah, of course.
is the Groms. I know they're watching.
Yep.
There's a big group of them now that are watching it. And if I don't do the surf report for a couple of days, they fucking write me and they're telling me, like, well, why haven't I?
That's why you put in your stories now. Okay, you won't be getting it for a few days.
Yeah, you have to say. Otherwise, they're working like, where's the surf report? I know they really like it. So it's like, fuck, I love that they love it.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. It's like to be relevant with the young guys
Yeah.
as an old dog is such an unusual like spot to have.
Yeah.
I was
frowned upon years ago.
Yeah, but it's so cool. I'm like, yeah, Grom's like, let's go. You're just really the only sentiment is like go for a surf and be happy or whatever.
Bloody oath.
And try not to be, don't ever write anyone off. So everything's good, you know? Everything's positive.
Yeah.
At least that's my positioning with it as an editorial standpoint.
That's all I've ever seen with your stuff
I'll never deter from that, especially from having a whole career in news where it's so negative mostly.
Yep.
The whole connotation is it's the nature of it. I've always found it very odd that we watch the news as a person.
I don't.
No, and I just only ever did, and it was my whole life. I remember, being so, as a young person in it, just being dogged in wanting to get the shots of the person in trouble at court or the fucking, there's been a fatal and you want to find the family, so you go do the door knock and all the, that was just something I grew up with, and it was so, and just it's so weird. Yeah. When you actually think about it.
Yeah.
Like he's almost like a celebration of other people's misfortune. But
yeah, that's full on.
And so then, but then I also watched this news when I was a kid only because I wanted to see the 30 seconds of surf report at the end.
Yep.
And heaven forbid you'd be fucking on it, which I was a couple of times as a grommer.
Yeah, how good.
It's your best thing. And like, I'm pretty sure from what I can see, like I did one, like the kid that got the wave of the day this morning.
Yeah.
They always follow me already.
Yeah,
or they quickly do. They've seen it. And they're so frothing. Even there's a guy who's a legendary photographer, Ryan Hayward, who I only just met recently, like 4 days ago.
Yep.
But I got a shot of him the other day at Snapper, and he's a dad with kids 10 and that.
Yep.
And it was fucking mentally, this soul arch like through, it was bullshit wave, and I'm just like, that's so skit.
Is that one that went for forever?
Yeah. He soul arched through the section.
Yep.
And he's like a long-haired Adonis-looking guy. It's a classic dude.
Yep.
And he was so frothing, and like he's an adult. So it's like, okay, everyone froths if you get a shot of them surfing.
Yeah, of course.
It's the one thing as a surfer, you very rarely get.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you don't get a shot. It doesn't matter your level. If you've got a shot of yourself surfing, it's the best shit.
So we were at Rainbow not long ago before it got really cold. So
yep.
And there was this bloke just with his big waterproof camera.
Yep.
Just floating there, and there was fuck all waves coming through, and there was me and my 3 other mates that were pretty much, they're all like POMs and stuff, and one of them's one that said to get you on.
Yeah, sick.
And we're all just sitting there, and he goes, boys, nothing's happening here. Do you boys want a photo? And I was like, fucking oath. So I was just playing it up, just trying to get some energy for the boys.
So good.
But yeah, it's cool.
You cherish the shot.
Yeah, spot on. You never ever get to see like yourself in a video or on a, like, even just the still's pretty cool.
The still's pretty cool.
Just seeing yourself actually out there.
For sure. And I have thought about it a lot, just like the market for dads that surf so huge. And I'm like, that's kind of the tap in right there. Like even from an e-commerce perspective, I'm like, okay, there's a million dads. Like on the Gold Coast, I see them all the time. Even I'm associated with North End board riders and like all the dads up there, there's 50-year-old dudes. They're proper surfers. Yeah. They're fucking unbelievable.
They can surf.
Proper ripping. Yeah. And it's like, man, there's this whole world of surfers out there that no one knows about.
Yeah. And like I was at the Spit yesterday with Amy, and like there was no surf anywhere, but there's still 30 people out there just sitting there.
Yep. I heard the bank's good off the wall up there at the moment.
Yeah.
That's the
Don't
secret.
tell everyone.
Yeah. By the time this comes out, hopefully the sand will have washed away.
But I was like, why am I walking with my missus? Like I was doing it because I needed that walk with the dogs and with the missus, but I was like,
should be surfing.
I
know, it's heavy.
Why am I not out here?
I know, it's heavy, that bit.
And it was just that hidden little gem that obviously people know about, but not a lot of people know about.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just, it was.
Well, it's a mission too, so you got to be committed if you're going up there.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Especially from down where you are.
Yeah, which is funny because I always grew up at this end, so I've always gone to the Spit. But now in the north, it's kind of like Coogin and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, which is sick too.
How good.
Yeah.
Don't really have a whole lot left here.
That's fine.
We're at an hour pretty much.
Oh, wow.
But I've got
Sorry about that.
well, the other's gone for 2, so
sick.
I don't think many could put up with us for 2 hours. But I got 5 guest questions at the end here.
Oh yeah, okay. Here we go.
Did you get, before we get to those?
Yep.
Did you get any questions come through on your story on Insta?
Mate, I don't know. Let me have a fucking look.
Surely one of your mates has stitched up with a few questions.
I actually got to quite figure out how you.
So I don't think that one they'll go to mine, but I don't know if anyone sent you like an actual
one
inbox of any.
No, I don't think so. It probably goes to yours. Hey,
yeah,
mate. Yeah, I don't think
I didn't get any through from you.
Yeah, okay.
I've just got 5.
Did anyone ask anything?
Nah, probably because I left it too late.
Yeah, mate. No one gives a fuck as well. Probably. that's probably.
They already know everything about you, mate.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get some stories off of these questions anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look.
So the first one is: do you have a party trick?
Oh yeah, my main party trick is I always bounce without saying goodbye.
Yeah, right. Old smoke bomb.
I always have.
Yeah.
I'm not big on goodbyes, only hellos.
That's all that matters,
mate.
eh?
Yeah,
First
so
impression.
it's not really a party trick, but I'll I can't bring myself to tell people I'm leaving. It just feels like it's bad news.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm fucking out
No one
of here.
cares anyway.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck. I reckon people like it better, and he's gone. They know he's gone. Yeah.
Oh, how
it's a
good.
shit party trick.
Mine's just like making the water drop noise with my mouth.
Yeah.
Just doing like this.
Yeah,
I can't even
that's
do it
nice.
now. Yeah, there you go. You can do it. There's your party trick too.
yeah. That's pretty
My
nice.
mouth's too dry. The second one is, who's the most famous person in your phone?
I guess I have to check the stats here.
You'd have
But
a
it'd be
few, I
neck
reckon.
and neck.
Being on the coast for a long time.
Being on the coast, yeah. Obviously, the Fish is the most famous person in the world at the moment, it feels like. He's in there. And then also Celeste Barber.
Oh, yeah.
Who's friends of friends. And Arpie's a really good friend, the legend. So I'd say Celeste, maybe.
She's huge.
And I think she might have more.
She's got some good energy too,
Yeah,
doesn't
she's
she?
amazing. And then the mighty Carl Stefanovic. I don't know what his numbers are at, but
Carl.
he's so known.
Yeah.
And fucking,
But he's just
they're
more
all
like
3 of
Aussie,
them are
hey?
actually really funny cunts. Now I think about it.
Those 3 in a party.
Those 3 together would be good. I wish they'd come. I'll have to have a milestone birthday and fucking invite the pricks.
Can I come?
Yes, please. 50,
I'll bring this.
It'll be bring this. Just leave it running hot.
No one will be on them. We'll just come and tell your story.
Yeah, I'd say that's got to be them. Though there's this dude, Felix, wrote me because he wants to do something with the surf.
Yeah.
He's an actor, and my wife already followed him. He's beautiful. He's like this model actor guy.
That's why she follows him.
Totally. He's gorgeous little bastard. And he had millions of people following him.
Okay.
And I don't really know. He's an actor in Hollywood.
In Hollywood?
But he's Australian.
Okay.
And he's this model kid. I'm going to try and track him down when I go over to do a potty with me.
Yeah, nice.
To find out more about him.
Yeah, right.
Because, but I think
he might.
He's not really my friend though. But
but
I
he's
want
in
him
your
to
phone.
be. But yeah, he's got some numbers. I don't know how he's done that, but fucking well done him. You got to be beautiful and young, I think, and an actor in Hollywood.
You don't know Chris?
I don't.
Nah. I thought you might have through Fish.
Oh man, I feel like we'd be such good mates. I'm just waiting for the call up. Like, fucking give us a yell.
Just hang off
Such
Fish's
a
shoulder and you should be
totally.
right.
Yeah, I'll do some social climbing and get my work out a way to meet him. But I was down at his house filming some stuff for his app
Okay.
recently, and I heard he was somewhere at the house. I'm like, where is this fucking guy? Bring him out.
I saw him at him and his missus. I forget her name now.
Elsa.
Yeah. At Chindera, the little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just him and her, just
Awesome.
just cruising.
Mate, I think
in their little.
they
in
seem
their
like
van.
the best people
Just-
ever.
I think one of their kids plays soccer for Coogin.
Oh no way.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
pretty
sick.
sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they're always around.
They're
that
around,
area.
yeah. And everyone who's good friends with them, they're all legends. You have to be prime. I just saw he drummed at an Ed Sheeran
I
concert.
saw that.
come out
I
over
saw
the
that
weekend.
this morning.
Pretty sick.
Amy showed me that.
Motherfucker can do everything.
Yeah, a bit like yourself.
Fucked. Oh yeah, just like me. Just like me and him.
So
I gotta hit the gym. Fuck, I get ripped like.
I've a little hindsight to one of the reasons why I got you in here.
Yeah.
Is because I'm a fucking diehard Fisher fan.
Yeah,
and,
fucking oath.
And your energy is, I feel like you feed your, like his energy's off its head.
It is.
And I feel that yours is too.
Yeah,
But
yeah. We do have
probably
probably
not-
similarities in that sense of being just fucking.
Have you been mates with him for a long time?
We have. I've known him since we were kids.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I remember, we met when we were little.
Yeah. So you'd surf with like Mick and all the
Not
all
so
the
much
boys?
them.
No?
Fish did with them. Him and his brother both were doing these comps right near their house in Broadbeach back in the day. And that's how we met when they were, I think Fish was 7.
Okay.
And his brother Tom, who's a fucking classic too. He's a
I
weapon.
talked to Tom a bit.
He's the best.
He's
So good.
his energy's higher than Fish's, I reckon.
100%. Have a look at the guy. He's so ripped. Just
Oh,
like,
mate,
he needs
isn't
to,
he tank?
he needs to be
Oh,
just to keep his energy
I want to
up.
get him in here for some ink, and he's keen.
Yeah, you should.
So it's just lining it up.
Line him up.
And
yeah,
then I want to get him in here too, sitting right
totally.
Because the stories that bloke's got.
He'd have unbelievable ones. Just of whatever he's done on a night out and shit, I'd say.
Yeah. Just him going to the gym.
Just him. Yeah, he'd be a good one, actually. You should do him. I'd love to see what
He's
what about.
kamikaze every morning he has. You see that, don't you?
Oh, man.
Just has his energy drink every morning. I've actually, at the end of these questions,
That's right,
we've got to
yeah.
try these energy drinks.
Yeah, let's go.
So I got, what's one thing you can't live without?
I can't live without getting up and going down the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've always done that.
How
so,
good.
yeah, it is
Forever.
a fucking good thing. Yeah, forever. Even in LA. Yeah.
Do you surf after your reports?
No, not every day.
No.
No. I don't have enough time because I got to get the boys to school.
Yeah. So after you
But I
drop the
surf
boys
a couple,
off?
2 or 3 times a week I surf, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet
I'll
as.
play yeah.
This question's, I can't wait till I'm just going to put all these answers to this question into a reel one day.
100%.
So this question is, have you ever sent a nude to the wrong person? And if so, can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I did. I sent a nude, but I don't know why. I was fucking must have been feeling big that day. And it was heavy. And I didn't know that it was,
was
this chick.
heavy.
His chick and her sister were both reading the messages together, and I just
Oh,
fully
no.
like exposed the prong to some chick. I don't know. But whatever, that's pretty sick.
Did you get one though?
She got one back. That was pretty sick, but not with the sister in it, unfortunately. That would have been right.
But did you get one away as well? With her?
Yeah, I did in the end. Yeah, it did end up working out,
How
actually.
good. See,
that was
send
not-
them. It works.
I don't know if it does work, to be honest. It was a fucking fluke.
No
It's
one
pretty
wants
weird.
to see a dick pic,
Nah,
let's
it's
be honest.
too weird.
Yeah, fucking oath it is.
Yeah.
And your favourite pickup line?
Oh, I don't have a fucking.
You don't have one?
mate.
You
My
don't need
pickup-
one, mate.
I guess not.
You
I've
just,
always
your energy.
like, yeah, I've always just gone down the energy way and just like, yeah, just like kind of just. I've always been really confident, which I'm actually not sure why I've gotten
Yeah,
that.
I'm the same, mate.
Yeah,
I'm
always-
an ugly cunt.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've always had a fucking bastard head, but I know, just be the frothiest person in the room.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I feel
that works.
chicks appreciate someone that's forward and honest and energized.
Yeah,
They'd
I
rather
think
that
so.
than some bloke that sits back and doesn't really want to talk to them.
Yeah, they can be desired though, those kinds. But yeah, I
True.
know what you mean. I can't help that anyway. I've just
No.
always wanted to be the center of attention.
We'll quickly try these drinks. So these
Where are
drinks,
these things?
these things are popping off at the moment. So
Okay, are they?
2 blokes on social media, on Instagram and pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
They're called Flipside. So Adrian Portelli
Yep.
is a billionaire.
Okay, sick.
He lives in Melbourne. He's also got a big fuck off house here.
What a legend.
Um,
Yeah, I heard of him.
He's
The pina colada I got here.
he's huge. I've got the same. We've got 2 flavors here.
Yeah, listen to this on the mic. Ready?
Oh,
Get fucked. Hey, you guys looking to sponsor Australia's fastest growing Skeg reporter? We fucking have a little
yeah.
deal here with his flip side.
for sure. And Troy Candy is the other bloke. Let's try it.
Fuck, that's all right. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
Tangy little
that
bastard.
is good.
Is that an energy drink?
It is.
I'd endorse this product.
Yeah, it actually goes all right. I'm surprised. It's popping off. They've just got it in
Fuck, that's
7-Eleven. This isn't a paid advertisement either. But I'll go again. And then there's another one they've got here too.
Okay, so that's pina colada. Actually, bullshit. Quite good.
This one's called Blue Ice.
Blue Ice.
So
Fuck,
Troy,
sounds like a cologne.
so Troy made one of these,
Yep.
and Adrian made the other one.
Oh, shit.
So I'm pretty sure this one
Yeah.
is Adrian's because he's got the yellow Lambos.
These motherfuckers.
Here we go. This is Blue Ice.
Okay. Blue Ice.
Smells completely different, obviously.
Fuck, what does that taste like?
It's very fizzy. Holy moly. Just thought I'd chuck that out there. I don't like this one as much, personally.
Yeah. I actually don't mind it, eh? It tastes like...
Nearly like Sprite.
Yeah, or a creaming soda, maybe.
Yeah. Actually, definitely.
Fuck, they're pretty good.
We're going to be buzzing.
True, we're going to be off our heads.
Going to be chasing some rails down at the fucking...
Oh, straight to the cat.
across the road.
Hey, that's... They're
Yeah,
nice. They're
flip
nice.
side.
I've never really I always drink shitloads of coffees, but...
Yeah, I can't drink coffee, personally.
Yeah.
Makes me
You're lucky,
projectile
man.
vomit.
No, you're lucky. They're fucked. I just drink the shit all day.
Well, that's
Wow.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. So we went all over the place there, but
Yeah,
once
that's
again,
the idea, isn't it?
it is.
Oh, I'm stoked for you, man. Doing this is sick. It's a nice setup.
Thank you very much. Thanks for
It's a
coming
really
on.
good thing to do is just to have a nice talk to people too, I reckon. He's fucked himself with the flip sides.
But once again, keep doing what you're doing, mate. Because what
Yes.
you're doing is, as you can see, it's fucking lifting everyone's energy.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It's phenomenal. It makes my morning. It's a bit like
Awesome.
Tim Narkey that you see,
Yeah.
the blackjack guy.
Mate, it's so fucking weird how many people say that. They're like, oh, you know, I watch you and I watch that Tim Narkey guy. I'm like, fuck,
That's my morning.
We've got to get that Tim. He's
Get him
he's
on the-
amazing.
get him
We've
on
got to
a
get
rail.
Does he surf?
He's from New Zealand, surely.
Surely he surfs.
Surely.
He'd be a good one on the pod.
Got a thunderstorm out there by the sounds.
Sounds
There's
like it.
Fucking something going on.
Yeah.
But once again, mate, thanks very much.
Let's hear this song.
Yeah, let's pump this song. Thanks again, bro.
Hey, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. That's sick.
Pump this one. Thank you.
Thanks. Sick.
Thanks, bro.
Fucking best song ever.
It is, hey. It's so good.
Shit song.
Oh.
Awesome. Fucking oath.
Perfect.
Just like that, man. Fucking
That
easy.
easy.